busted his stool. I'll push that stool in.
You know, they see 4 gay guys at a bar. Turn the stool upside down.
Okay. Welcome. It's my turn to fucking watch him. Bunky said it's your turn. So here he is. What are we looking at today? We're gonna look at Flask number 26. Ignore the 5. I don't know. 26. And between the two of us, there's been a few packages.
Yes.
Not to mention, whoever's been sending him shit, he's right now bringing it over here.
You started it, buddy boy.
Okay. Just so you know, not only will I be leaving the house without being the designated driver. Yeah, we're all going out for dinner tonight. So.
Start early.
So yeah. Ooh. Scotch. Okay, so somebody sent David Frito-Lay, whatever the fuck that says, and the mystery tube. You know, someone sent me a whole thing of random shit like this, and this feels like a lot of them had some kind of a corn log in it. It tasted like something between, you know, those like corn. I don't remember what they were called. You can still get them, and like vanilla mixed together. It had kind of a funky taste. And then it gets worse for me. This was okay. This was okay.
Hey.
Once again, David gave me his meat, which I will be putting in my mouth.
I do deliver.
But evidently there was issues in the household, and he was asked to adios Snack Bar Jesus. So yeah, so Snack Bar David.
Look at the back of it. It looks like a penis.
Okay. I'm going to have to find a good home for that. Not here.
It's not allowed to be in the house.
Okay, so let's get the review started, and we're going to bust into some packages. As you can see, it's really clear, and it almost has the camera really isn't picking it out, but almost a greenish hue to it. It's definitely Scotch. Very peaty. Cheers. Oh. Wow. I just felt the twitch.
It's called a rupture.
Oh, I get one too?
Yes, you do.
Am I an honorary member? Ooh, it even says Duluth.
Yeah. It's a real deal.
It's the real deal. That's great. So if I get pulled over, I'll just quickly put it on my hat. Yes, officer. Officer! Where the fuck are you going there, dude? Look what I got.
I'll rank you, fucker.
I have to put this somewhere over. I'll put this right by Cobra.
Okay.
This is the Cobra burnout. So you want to? I don't even know where to begin.
Go ahead.
This one showed up today. This one is from the Smoke Hall Foods L3C shop in Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah.
A lot of virgins in South Carolina.
Really?
You ever look at those women?
You're saying there's a reason there's a lot of virgins?
There's a lot of girls without brothers.
Oh. This may not be a mystery package.
You may have actually ordered that?
No, this might be from Hornet Fixer. Let's throw everything on the ground over there next to the heater.
Why not? Oh my. Is that a sauce?
Yes. In the form of a grenade.
I see that.
We've got Dead Red, 86% peppers in every bottle, veteran-owned, American-grown peppers.
Nice. I dare you to bring that to dinner tonight.
Well,
Just drop that out on the table.
I always travel with peppers, but I don't know if I want to experiment with dinner. I'd bring what I know.
Grenade peppers,
Yeah.
especially. Put that on the middle of the table. Watch the snowflakes.
This one is Danger Cloves. And this one is Shock and Awe. Fun facts. Okay. Those are awesome.
They're very nice. I think that's a cool marketing plan. I like that.
And some literature.
Yeah, good. Almost good catch.
A little piece of camo. And a sticker. Huh. That's awesome. That was from Jim. I know that was from Jim. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jim. God. This one is from Thailand. You want to take a deep breath inside the bag when I open it?
No, I don't.
Could it have the coronavirus?
That's why you drink Dos Equis. You'll be fine. Oh, look at there. Drumsticks. Drumsticks in a bag.
I'm guessing some kind of chicken thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. This one is from Japan.
Uh-huh. So is this one.
Is that one yours?
No, this one's yours. Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, look. We're twins.
Same. All right, party on, Garth. Look at you.
This one is also from Japan. Greg, my buddy that I work with, would never touch any of this. He's like, I am not negotiable for eating any food sent to me by a company that we bombed the fuck out of. You know.
You think they're going for retaliation?
It could, yeah. You just, we were talking about the...
Is that him again?
Yeah. Okay.
I hope you enjoy him.
This is mine for work.
Oh.
This is a paddle for a ice dispenser on a refrigerator that we moved from one job to the next.
You kind of end up being paddled anyway. Yeah, that's not a good sign when you open a package and you start coughing. That's not good.
This is from Lexington, Kentucky. Strop waffles, soft toasted waffles filled with honey, cinnamon, and real bourbon vanilla.
You pour that in, put that in a cup of coffee in.
Well, not you.
No.
You're disqualified.
Yeah.
Due to your,
unmanliness.
well, I don't know about unmanliness. Some kind of intervention, I think is... I'm actually, knowing you, I'm wondering when I'm going to get abducted and wake up at some AA meeting, handcuffed to a chair.
Usually we just show up in the dark of night. Get in the van. You don't need firearms.
Get in the van! Okay, well that's my haul. Hot sauce, a couple bags of mystery shit. Well, this one's got a little peppery guy on it. Maybe we should go in.
Go ahead.
Well, you know how much I like to share.
Not today, pal.
Oh, they look like little,
Penises.
oh, no.
Duck,
Wow.
Those are duck penises. They're shaped like chicken legs, drumsticks.
Mm. A hot and spicy biscuit. They're like those little fish thingies, except for they're
Goldfish.
very hard. Okay. That was fun.
That was fun.
I'll put this over here for a second.
A very stylish knife.
Well, you're over there trying not to kill yourself.
I'm using the wrong end of the blade. Tell me, who do you know where that might come from?
Big Splash Web Design.
Obviously, they use a lot more computers and ink pens. Look at those beauties.
See, the one thing you're hung up on, and I need you to direct you in a different location,
Yeah.
is just because it says, every time he's been getting a fucking box, it's like, who do you know in Alabama? Or who do you know in Georgia?
Yes, dear.
They just go on eBay and they're
Dear.
surprising you.
Are we married? God, you're such
Have you already had this conversation with somebody on your end?
Yes, dear. And we got a bunch of fucked up pencils. Look at these. They're beauties. It's a whole bag of them. Big ass stack of them.
Okay.
Need some pencils?
A lot of pens, a lot of pencils, 144 white pencils to be exact.
But who's counting? Look at this bad boy. This is gonna get sexy.
NIHAP says first Joey.
Hey, I was first, fuckers.
Stephen Hobson Led says 9, but he's actually second. Bearded CB Brandon says third. Joey says some bitch. Brandon, man, I haven't even watched the last two. How much you freaking drinking?
2 weeks ago, they were bitching because you didn't do a review because your system was down. Now that you've done too much. Come on, ladies.
German Ninja, bloody hell. Brandon, you realize this interrupts my Pornhub time competing with people that say 9th and 1st, right? Frontline Cigar says top 10. Crazy Scotsman says whiskey.
That was from last night, right? What you're reading there? The last show.
Yeah, not yesterday.
You're not live.
I did exactly what I said I was going to do yesterday. I spent quality time with Christine.
You did?
And you, because you called.
Oh, no. What you're really saying is you because you interrupted. I heard it.
Oh, no, not at all.
I heard that loud and clear. Come on. Whoa. Look at here. Whew. Gotta clean that shit up.
Can you believe there was like nothing there 5 minutes ago?
I do believe.
Now it looks like a...
Ooh. Holy shit, these are actually nice pens. I should have made it clear. Gentlemen and ladies, I use gel pens, just so you know.
Oh, God.
Not that I'm ungrateful. Mightier than a sword. How do you like that? Oh, are these all different? What does this one say? Still mightier than the sword.
The pen.
Is mightier than the sword. Very nice.
So you're what you're officially saying is what you meant to say is you need more gel pens.
Yes.
Gel pens.
Full. Black.
Black
Black
gel
ink.
pens.
I'm not a racist. Mightier than the sword again. These are actually nice pens. Look at that. Ta-da, yay me.
Scotsman.
Is this one of your favorite knives?
Yeah, that's right. Want to watch that slowly?
Please. You just gave me a soft.
Actually, both of the knives I carry are
Yes, sir.
from the same company. Real steel? Sorry about that. It's just pubic hairs and cum. Dried jizz.
Who from?
Wow.
Just started. Hey, inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, I'm sure there's a trick. Oh, I see. It's a two-handed blade.
It's a back flipper or whatever. Gunwile would be happy to. It doesn't flip the way the say a normal
You
one
could
does.
fuck yourself up just opening the blade. Ma. That's very nice.
So you're supposed to, normally they're right here,
Oh, yeah.
and this one is the other way, so you do it with your thumb. I will admit, it does take a little bit because you have to get out of
clear.
its own way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you end up doing. Let's see,
Yeah, No, go ahead. Just
like that.
Like, except for the bleeding part. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you're real good with this after your cop days.
There was a time.
Both of you. This. Sorry, I didn't even think about that. Back to your cop days. Wow!
That's absolutely true.
Work. How? Okay, I gotta ask you. You rip on Matt for work beers.
Yeah.
I think you may be the originator of the work beer.
We had a mini Winnie. Our squad had a mini Winnie.
A mini Winnie.
Winnebago? One of those little truck guys?
Yeah?
We had 3 refrigerators in it, and we parked it in a precinct parking lot.
Hey, since we both got these.
You can go fuck a tree. You go right ahead. What are you doing?
Oh, they're not what I thought they
And then
were.
he offers them to me. You're a prick. Oh, here, this tastes like shit. Have one.
Sorry, back to the mini Winnie.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. No, thank you.
Seriously, they smell like socks. Socks in the center of your underwear.
I wash my
Smell.
socks. I
No,
do laundry.
seriously.
I do laundry. They smell bad, huh?
Uh-huh.
But they put them in your mouth, of course.
Okay. I thought maybe it was going to be apple and cinnamon.
It appears to be.
They taste better than they smell.
Oh, there's a girl sitting on a guy's head. What do you expect?
It tastes more like some kind of a potato and gravy.
Oh.
They're quite good.
I can tell. Oh, you ain't right. This is cute.
I have another serious question.
Oh, by all means.
Okay, you're the guy that's, the author. And even though your first book is fiction, yet, with a little bit of detective work, I can tell you every single time you say Wisconsin, that's not what you really mean. And when you say Pine Point, that's not really where you are.
That's genius.
Yeah, I know. Back to the cop days.
Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, how long were you a cop?
Not very long.
I know it didn't end well.
7 years.
Well, that's You know, a little piece of trivia. I've never. This is the longest that I've ever done, say, the exact same thing. I seem to go, ding, at the 10-year mark and tap out and go do something else.
Now that was 7 years with 4 different departments. Longevity was not my strong suit.
Finally, it got to that nobody wanted you. Is that what you?
Well, they wanted me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
A suspicion thereof. No, I did a great job.
well, okay. Let me bottom line it. Is there anything that I could ask you that you don't want to talk about?
What?
Is there any subject of things I know about your past or have read in the book or things that you've alluded to in private conversations that you would not ever want to talk about?
Yes. There are some things. I'll just let you know when.
Okay.
You want a safe word?
I thought we already had one. Or is this different?
No, that's when there might be somebody else looking. That's totally different.
Well, okay. Never mind. That's right.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to talk about
No,
this.
we're not. Ever.
German Ninja, no notifications this time. Damn YouTube gremlins. German Ninja, Eagle Rare is a good bourbon. Yes, it definitely was. J-Dog is here. You doing okay on your... Okay. I keep thinking I should get another coffee maker or just a hot plate so when you're over, make sure that you take the carafe and bring it down here.
No, there's a number of reasons why we can't do that. One is Matt would be offended because it's like I'm staking a claim. He already has staked the claim.
Okay.
Hey, do you have a rubber band? Oh, look at here. Get
Duct tape. Duct tape,
for your dates.
duct tape, some rope, a pair of gloves.
Tarp.
A tarp. Multi-gunman, I'm right on schedule tonight. Mr. 27 says, good job, buddy. Gunwild, top 10 bitches. Jolson, this video needs more cowbell and shots. Tardisius says, I love the smell of cowbell in the morning. Tardisius, I tagged you for a little video thing, by the way, in case you missed it.
This will fit in this bag too, but I know. You'd miss it.
Well, no, I don't. Somewhere, I actually have a whole bag full of, it said tactical bands, which was a way of saying evil black rubber band. They look just like, I don't know what the hell happened to them. I hid them on myself. I hate when I do that. Are you having fun yet?
I'm having a great time,
Do you want to, have a basement pop or anything?
actually.
Mr. Holster gave me these 4-in-1 blanks. They will go in place of a 3840, a 4440, a 44 special, or a 44 Magnum. Think Christine would notice?
Well, one of the things people don't realize about blanks is that there's actually a larger powder charge, and you could set your shit on fire with blanks.
Yeah, she's got like that Italian scary mom hearing. Like Matt.
Like my mother had the boomerang shoes. She'd throw a fucking shoe at you, and you'd be in the other room and hit you right upside your head. Boom.
Yeah, poor Matt. Last time, well, 2 times ago when he was over, was looking at my Mossberg 500 and racked the slide, and
Oh yeah.
whiz bang wife there thought that he emptied out the BB gun and shouting from upstairs.
Have you used your new targets? Or is that just more trash I brought you?
Oh no, not yet. I kind of have to wait for some opportunities where I'm spending some quality time with myself, so I don't get in trouble.
You do that every day in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
But it's just at work, so it doesn't count.
Well, wherever. Got half plastic covers in the ceiling fan.
You're bragging again.
Oh yeah. Jolson wanted cowbell and shots. Okay, you want to do the cowbell honors?
I'm not proficient in cowbellism.
You're not?
No, I'm not.
You want to talk to John Huber?
No. I think John's a lovely human being.
We're gonna have to get back to John on this. There's a few people that I constantly say I work until 3 o'clock and I can't be on the phone. And John is gotten, he's 50-50 on that concept, but he always seems to call during the brew review.
He's in another time zone.
Yeah. Well, he's in his own time zone. Don't never ask him about time. Okay, so cow. Let's just pretend we forgot about the cowbell. Oh no, you can if you want.
I don't do it. I'm not.
Oh, that was good.
Was it good?
Shit, yeah.
How's this sound?
Right now, the real Cobra burnout.
How about twofers?
Oh, they actually are close in sound. Right now, the real Cobra burnout is clearing out what's left of his eardrums. Speaking of the real Cobra burnout, he says top 20. Mr. 27 says 13th. Smile Money says Nighthap dives into first. Congrats. Foo Master 2. 2 of you won tonight only. 2 for 1 tonight only. 2 for, yeah, I don't know. We're trying to get back. I am kind of back on track. Clyde says 20th in Revolution. So, of course, if you're watching my videos, I have all these different tags that I get put in. In our lifetime, what of all the things that go around, revolution, civil war, blah blah blah, invasion, China, that kind of thing. What do you actually think is a real legitimate threat, or is it all you think overhyped?
Well, forewarned is forearmed. But remember, I grew up a couple hundred years ago, and in the 60s, every school had an air raid siren on it. And it was for an air raid, not a storm warning siren. Big old loud motherfucker. And the entire school had windows in every classroom. Mm-hmm. But you would get under the desks, they were stationary desks, get under the desk and put your fingers behind your neck and try to eat your dick, trying to stay safe. And of course, I'm always looking around at Sally because she was the one wearing the dress that day. Yeah. Yeah. But that was a real thing, and it was terrifying. And a lot of the girls would cry, and that air raid siren, it was once a month, but girls would lose their shit. And so there's been fear built into us from childhood. And how much of it do you buy off on today? I'm with the thought that because I'm older and I don't much give a fuck, and when it happens if it happens. And it ain't jack shit you or I or anyone else can do about it. If it came into my neighborhood, I would hold my ground and I'd stack bodies like cordwood and then try to keep them cool because it might be a food source in a week or two. But I don't get excited about all that shit.
Well, see, since I've been on YouTube, there's the prepping thing was pretty big when I started, and honestly, there used to be all sorts of them out there. There was even a series for a while, a reality show.
Was there? Oh wait, I've seen that. Yeah.
And actually,
and the bunkers and all that.
A bunch of the people that were featured on that show were people that I interacted with on YouTube. They weren't like huge friends. I mean, they at the time, all of them had more subscribers than I did, but they weren't like not what I would call, huge.
Listen, this day and age, if I were to give anybody an advice, is you're more at risk pumping gas into your car than you are from all this other scary bullshit. Go to an ATM, you're at risk. Because bad guys like to hang out around ATMs. They give you a bump. As your money comes out, they got your money and off they go. So, you know, just protect yourself. You're not going to be able to protect the world or your neighborhood.
Well, you know, this is a conversation me and Christine constantly have. She's like, we got all these preppers, and they're talking about this, and they're talking about that. And she's like, well, what is it that we'd even prep for?
Yeah.
You know, are we ever going to ever have to worry about water? Don't know. Are we ever going to have to worry about food? We have to worry about electricity, like an EM pulse. And like me and you were talking about, let's just say that something did happen. Where the fuck are we even going to go? You know, honestly...
What are you going to do when you get there, if you do get there?
Honestly, at this point in time, the thing that makes the most sense is take the people that, you know, that I know and I trust in the area, you know, head to your house.
And,
you know, it's like, honestly, right now, if the world turned upside down, as much as it would be a fun adventure to think about trying to get to Jim in Florida, it makes more sense to me in a 4-minute drive to go to your house, because now you just doubled the amount of people that could man a gun out a window.
Yeah, exactly.
From 2 to 4.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I've got plenty of Denny Moore beef stew.
I'm fucking
Hormel chili.
That's a Spam.
Oh, fucking Spam, yeah. Spam, the other white meat.
I mean, to be totally honest, the only thing that concerns me going on today is all these liberal fucks that are trying to come after our Second Amendment.
I think you ought to be more prepared to shoot somebody running up to your car than about some guy attacking us from the sky or dirty bombs or any of that other stuff. Some of that shit exists. You know, luckily for all of us, the feds don't broadcast some of these bad cats they take down. They keep it quiet. So there's not a panic. But there's fuckers that do build dirty bombs. And there's well, look at McVeigh and those pricks.
Mm-hmm.
And those aren't hard to build. So, you know, our government, you know, I trust our government to protect us. My job is to protect me and the ones I care for.
Gillian, hell, I ask for and need money, but nobody sends any to me. Hops and Lead has a giveaway going on. Cheers. Does Steve have another giveaway going on? I'll have to check. Real cold burnout. Showering or bathing is a no-go if you are on a water ration, so fill that bladder up, baby. Oh yeah, I mean, see, okay, here's another honesty factor. And granted, I don't want to sound morbid. You know, I've already gone through a couple cancer scares. You've gone through fucking life as a scare for you, and you've managed to get to here, and I'm glad.
Ta-da.
Because out of nowhere comes a phone call, and all of a sudden, I've got someone that couldn't be possibly more of my family than if I found out that, you know. Daddy. Just kidding. But here's a case in point. You know, I've got the orange bag that's right there, the gray bag that's right there. There's a bag right there. There's another one hanging in there. And at some point in time, I shoved shit into all of them. One leans mostly towards camping. One leans towards, like, bugging out, like it's what I would grab if I was heading up to your house. But after thinking about the little video I did on 5 Minutes to War, which I guess, Jeff, you were more right than I was. I kind of dramatized what Wade was talking about, but I still stand tall or true to what I was. That whole thing was a moment of, if you really had 5 minutes, if you knew that you had simply 5 minutes, I needed to be on the way to his house in 5 minutes because something was happening, and the only chance I had was for me and Christine to safely get to his house as long as I left. If he called me and said, you need to grab what you can and get here now, they're shutting down the roads, I know you'll be able to make it in 5 minutes, but I can't guarantee 10 minutes. So every minute past 5 is a gamble for you.
Yes, it is.
And I realized, there's no way that I'm taking all of the shit that means something to me. I'm simply, am right or wrong, I would have grabbed the 22s And because that's the most ammo I have per count. And if we're at his house and we have to defend ourselves, yeah, it's not as cool as the 308, but I don't want to be shot by a 22 long rifle.
No.
We can still get the job done.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, it just brought a lot of things to light. You know, like me and Chris were like, okay, you know, what happens if she's at work and I'm somewhere and we need to find a way to say both of us have to get to your house? You know, there's shit that we can easily do that could be more prepared without seeming paranoid, or, you know, Christine isn't going to drive around with a minigun and 100,000 rounds of 308 in the car, but to actually, say, throw a change of clothes in there for both of us, and it's one less thing you have to worry about as you're running out the door. The thing that concerns me the most is she has to take a pill every single day.
Medication is probably the #1 thing to grab. Okay, when 9/11 happened, I was watching TV. They were showing a live broadcast of the first building on fire, and they said a small private aircraft was the first report that hit the first tower. And as I was watching it, I saw the second commercial aircraft come around and go into the tower. The first thing I did is and this was early in the morning, I was doing my ironing. Hey, I iron, okay? It's part of what men do.
You are fake news. Okay, you're fake news.
You can ask Bunky, I'm an ironer. First thing I did is I got dressed and I went to the bank and I cleaned out my checking account. And people might think, well, that's insane. That bank shut off all activities at 10:30 that morning. And I was thinking the whole federal government was going to shut down, because you don't know. So in that case, and at the time, I wished that my wife at the time was taking medication, because I'd poison her. But that's always a suggestion in any storm type situation: have your medicines packed and ready to go. That's the most important, that and a firearm and ammunition. The other shit you can big borrow or steal.
Well, you know, it's like I brought up in the video. The other thing that dawned on me, let's just say that you called and said, come straight to my house right now, and we're at Julie's having breakfast, or it's me and Christine and Sam at the, you know, on Sunday we've been going out to see Sam at the Choo Choo. Right. Okay, Sam, you're coming with us. Now I am heading to your house. I cannot route to my house because I don't have the time, which means I have...
You got what you got.
I have this with a loaded mag at +1, and I have my normal backup on me. Yeah. That's it. This is all I have. I know when I get to your house, I have about 50,000 rounds of 45 ACP.
And I'll be happy to rent you some.
Yeah, I can see that. Wow, we're at your house shooting fucking bad people coming in, and I'm like, I'm out, and he's like,
$24.95, fucker.
And he reaches over with a fucking credit card machine. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, you pay to play. Quid pro quo, motherfucker.
Where are we? So what time are we supposed to meet? What time is the rendezvous at the dinner supposed to happen?
Whenever we're done here.
You know, of the two of you, the one that actually has the job?
I will, yes. The one that pays my bills.
You know, you are a lucky person. And I'm not saying that for the bill part. I'm just saying, she's You
ever thought about telling me that I'm maybe deserving? Ever think about that?
No.
Give that some thought.
No, you are a special person.
Oh, he's special ed, yeah. No, Bunky has a job, and I have a job.
Well, I just figured she was like a 5 o'clock.
Oh, no. She's actually a late evening eater. She doesn't like to eat early.
No, I mean what time she got home.
Oh, it depends. Her job can get so upside down. Some days she's home at 6, other times she's home. She gets up at 4:30, but that doesn't mean anything. So when I leave here, I will go home. We'll get in her vehicle because she can't stand the stink in mine because I smoke and I like it. And
How's this a thing? She smokes? She just doesn't smoke in her vehicle?
She won't smoke in her vehicle. We don't smoke in the house.
No.
We're both power
See,
smokers.
see, me and Greg stopped. See, I may or may not have smoked more than just cigars, but when Greg stopped in one day,
oh, he quit it all. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he quit
Fucking psycho.
heroin, smoking, and drinking cold turkey one day.
Hey, it's all or nothing.
I personally thought that was overachieving. If I had his problems, I may have cut out the heroin.
He's a man without goals. I think he's a mess.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad though because I used to see, for me it was kind of like going to a bar and drinking. For some reason, for me, being somewhat liquored up and a cigarette always seemed to go hand in hand.
I wonder how many bars throughout the country, and I've heard reports throughout different cities and states, how many bars have gone out of business because states have stopped allowing smoking in bars.
Covering up her ass. That's a nice one right there. You know what I'm saying? We won't say because we both have our own version of a bunkie, and we might want to sit here and oogle.
Yeah.
Like that's like eye candy or anything.
I can go home. I can do better. Sorry.
I bet right there. I bet you could get the chrome off of a 2-inch receiver. Okay, so I don't understand how these always get behind. Real Cobra Burnout, 47 minutes and 30 seconds. A hot rest in peace to my eardrums. Every time, except for this time, I blame David. I give you guys like a 3+ minute.
I have heard you do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
If you're wearing headphones or, sorry, Cobra. Salty Shellback, top 100, and he's naked. Who's this guy? Oh, fucking loser. I never get notifications.
I don't.
I know, but yet I try to have this a civil conversation with this one fucking ass pucker who, you know who I'm talking about because you personally, he didn't exactly get on your best side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, I keep getting the ribbing because, oh, my channel's doing better than yours. Well, your channel is, you probably didn't go through what a lot of us, ask someone like Pete at the Armory channel.
Okay, you know what? He's an old crusty fuck. And all of his fan base is from nursing homes and cemeteries. He can go fuck himself.
But I don't want to sound like I'm making up excuses, but the shit's real. You get someone like Pete over at the Armory channel. Mm-hmm. This guy, Pete, he's Italian and he's really good at it.
Good at being Italian?
Pete is almost more Jewish than he is Italian when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally got a phone call on Monday. And he's like, what the fuck happened over the weekend? And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, analytics. This is a guy who logs in and goes, okay, in the last 5 minutes I made $38. He made a living making YouTube videos.
Yeah, nice.
If I told you the dollar amount, you wouldn't even believe me. He made a comfortable living making
you
YouTube
don't lie.
videos.
I believe you.
So, between Friday and Monday morning, that well completely dried up. Are those what is that? HT... over there. Red or something.
These are not reloads.
Yeah, those are. See, this is kind of why I backed up and started, kind of went away from the 40 cal and back into the 9mm. Uh-huh. You're granted 1 or 2 extra rounds over a 40.
Yep.
And some of this 9mm stuff will fuck you up.
Oh, yes. Well, people shoot into the gelatin blocks and concrete blocks and all this other bullshit. Shot placement is everything. If you're not a good shot, use a shotgun. If you can't anything with a shotgun, run, bitch.
Stephen Hudson led. Christine sure is a stick in the mud when it comes to odd food from other continents. Blah, blah, blah. I would be too. Or bahaha. Sorry, he was laughing.
You
What are you talking about? Just because you don't have a fucking clue what's in it, why wouldn't you eat it? Today, when she went outside, of course I have to set her straight. She went outside and had a conniption fit because of the box from Jim, because she thought it was another Taiwanese mystery package.
Yeah.
And she's like, I go, why are you losing your shit? And I go, I have tried everything that has been sent to me so far. Have I liked it? Fuck no. Crispy anchovies? Stick those up your ass. I bet I could make you throw up smelling those.
You are the Joey. Give it to Joey. He'll eat anything.
He's coming. I'm saving him for him. See, I've even been saving the squid. It's all safely wrapped up.
Oh, I see. Safely.
You want some? Again, I don't know how anybody would ever put it in their mouth if you did nothing but smell it. Tetra fish flakes. It smells like goddamn fish food.
Every one of these pricks says, okay, honey, it'll be all right.
Come on
That's
over.
different. That's different, though. Taste it. It'll be fine.
Okay, it seems how it now has been proven that the shit that is showing up is not all coming from the person. Well, some of it is, but it's not all coming from the person that I thought it was. I did have someone inform me the last 3 boxes that I opened up, because Christine came down here and said, "It's this NIHAP, and I'm going to kick his ass when he comes." And 2 of the 3 packages NIHAP had nothing to do with. As a matter of fact, the one that he sent wasn't all that bad. Want to try some crispy foreskins?
Those are little chicken wieners.
Well, I know how you are. You actually might like these. Yes. You have to have one.
No, I don't.
Remember those bugles? It's a corn chip covered in chocolate.
You go right ahead.
Coming from the guy who is a sweets freak.
I know. I just prefer something that has some safety standards, you know, inspected by.
Well, okay, you got me on this one.
Yeah, I know.
Steven, just pump the water from the pit from under your house, run it through a filter. Well, he is kind of onto something. When it rains, if you open our sub pump pit and look, it is crystal clear. Not saying that I'm going to stand in line to drink that exclusively, but what comes out of that pit, I would have no problems doing a secondary filtration and drinking it.
You've got 60 to 80 gallons right here
Well, yeah.
in your water heater.
Plus, I could fill up my bathtub. I have that bladder that is made to go in a tub.
Oh, yeah?
How many bathrooms do you have?
3.
Is there more? Okay, so that works. See, my problem is, if I put that bladder in my tub, if I thought something bad was going to happen this coming weekend,
Yeah.
that shuts down all showering, unless I want to stand in the right over the pit right there and have Christine hose me off with the... Now, in your house, you could legitimately take one tub and still be able to shower.
Okay, we have one full bath. Then we have a toilet shower in the basement. And then we have another just toilet just off the bedroom. So we have actually one full bath, 2 shares.
You could sacrifice that tub for water.
Oh, yeah.
Water storage.
Absolutely.
And still be able to shower.
Yeah.
See, not me. I mean, yeah. I guess I would rather stink than not have water.
Why don't you just stop over and I'll give you a sponge bath, big boy.
Okay.
I'll work on my nursing skills. Do you like powder?
You had me at sponge bath. Steven, you know, with a block of wood and sandpaper, you could have sanded the sides of your JP yourself and saved $600.
Huh.
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 Wow. Never thought about that till right now. Steven's an asshole. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey babe, hell yes. Oops. I meant to give him a heart, not a thumbs down. Crazy Scotsman, trust Matt to notice a bent pole. Trust you to put $200 level on it. All this is missing is Joey. Shut the fuck up, Joey. Steven, again, remember, the guy you traded your Mosin stock and shitney trigger to, that would be Timney, he has a stainless Smith long barrel 460. I can ask what it is and if he'd sell it. Sure. I'd love to have the Smith & Wesson 460.
I'm going to call Chris. I'm going to call Christine and have her bring me down more coffee. No, I'm not. No. Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't. You're going to get your ass stepped on.
Just do this. See, because it's you.
Yes. She might go along with it.
This wouldn't even come as anything negative. If it was me, I'd get the go fuck yourself, get it yourself.
Oh.
Well, maybe not, actually.
She might be busy.
She's one of the, well, there's a reason I married her.
She puts up with you.
Yeah.
That'd be the top reason.
Me and Wade, big redneck Papa, had this conversation. We both came to the conclusion one night, the thing we adore our wives about the most
They put up with us.
is that they put up with us.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, how many women in your past or my past could I honestly say I walked out of the shower with a towel wrapped around my waist with an AK-47 and a 1911 and they look at you like they love you?
Oh, come on. No. Oh, look at this.
Like the maximum reverse snort.
What?
Ow.
What'd you do?
A maximum reverse snort.
She snorted.
She snort or snort?
Snort.
Come on over. Come on over.
She didn't.
I want everyone to see this. This is what happens when you're a righteous dude.
Yes.
Oh, honey. This just makes
He
me...
jokingly said I should call Christine and ask her to bring me coffee, and I said she would do it for you. If I said it, it's a 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, 50% no on the other half.
These are not little apples covered in caramel. This is like mashed potatoes and gravy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the thing that you were having a tirade about, you have to take back because it was your other husband. How's this for a gimmick for hot sauce?
Oh my gosh.
That's what was in the box.
That was one of the boxes.
Could you imagine if the post office would have x-rayed that package?
Oh, can you imagine?
Oh,
This was the one you went
the
out.
alphabets would be up in
This
your
was the
attic.
one you went out to get just before David showed up.
Yeah, but you had other packages. You had 3 other ones.
Well, these were almost look like the little fishies. And I have absolutely no clue on this one, but it's Strops Waffles. A soft toasted waffle filled with honey, cinnamon, and real bourbon vanilla. They kind of look like your, what do they call it? The
Pie plates.
Waffle guys.
waffle what?
Waffle guys.
Pizzazz.
Got me a cup of coffee.
Tie plates. Pizzazz. What other name do you... I mean, there's like 10,000 of...
You want to try one?
No.
So we got our spicy foreskins. We got our crispy anchovies.
I'm going to find out who's sending you this, and I'm going to go to their house and...
Well, as it turns out, you now have multiple stops to make because we know that it is not all the person
I know.
that you
I
think
will
it is.
forgive that person, and I will forgive my internet husband for sending you sauce. But for the rest, I'm going to figure out who it is and hunt them down.
What will you do to them when you find them?
Oh, boy.
And
Oh.
Smells like dirty underwear.
Oh, my God.
it's heavy peated like the Ardbeg.
Yes. Too much.
Mm.
Ugh.
Just toss it back.
Yeah, do the whole thing right now.
Pretend this is the first time you met Eric and he wants you to go home with him. Just slam that son of a bitch.
Well, actually,
Okay, I'm ready now.
Actually, when we officially leave the house, this job is yours.
Yeah, I'll just bring my own one. Thank you. And I have a nice holster to go along with it.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So there. See how that makes you feel.
From Pete, my buddy.
My holster from Pete 2 days ago. He goes, "Did you get your package, asshole?" And I'm like, "No." So it didn't show up 2 days ago. It didn't show up yesterday, and it didn't show up today.
No, nothing else came.
What's that new 9mm that just came out that everyone's all fuckered up about?
9mm?
Yeah. It's a Sig Sauer.
Oh, the 365.
Yeah.
The SAS. One that she has.
No. It's, oh shit. Everyone's trying to find it. They sell out the minute they hit a gun store shelf. Our friend Craig that lost one of his guns, at least one that I know of, he had one, so first thing I did is he hands it to me, and it almost cut my flesh. There's something, because it's a double stacked 9mm in a minigun, in a short gun. And there's something wrong with the design of that gun. Even,
that is total bullshit. I don't even know how that happened.
Even Bunky didn't like it. Oh, how they got stolen?
Yes.
Somebody just floated through and just... Gypsies. Fucking gypsies. I don't know.
That's ballsy.
That's
if you think about his table is always 3-sided.
Yeah.
And he's like standing right there. There's people everywhere.
He had 2 guys with him, but he had 4 tables on each side, plus 1 end table. Yeah, he had 4 tables on each side, so he had 8 tables.
That pisses me off.
It does me too.
He's not like some big fucking deal.
No,
He's just
no.
a guy.
And he's a good guy. You know, he does us so well. He never charges a transfer fee, and for some reason, sometimes there's occasions where taxes are forgotten, and and gives us a discount besides. So we've bought a lot of stuff from Craig. He's a good guy, and the other cat's a good guy too. But yeah, you can't take many of those. And we got so sick to our stomachs over it, we had to leave. We weren't even done there. We're just like, all the joy's gone. It's just,
Sucked right out.
oh, it just hurts your heart.
I suppose they were expensive guns too.
Oh yeah. Nobody steals junk.
Yeah, nobody's gonna do the 5-finger discount on
A $200 weapon.
Right.
Honey Bear, thank you so much for the
You're
coffee.
welcome.
I already did. I gave you a badge.
Yes, you did.
Your badge is more important than his.
Here, you can have one of these too. You're so awesome.
Did you open that and eat it? Or
No.
one of them? Or did you get 2?
Oh, oops,
He's
my
got 2 of those. He's got
honestly,
3 bags.
I'm going to be
of those.
surprised if this is one of those corn things, which means it's going to be yellow. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like dick on a stick.
First thing he does is he puts it up to his nose. Dick on a stick. Hey. You ever just want to lick the top a few
This
times?
is a gigantic cheesy puff.
Is it?
Yeah, all it tastes is cheese.
Why do you keep doing that to me? I'm not touching that stuff.
I am not either.
If I can't read it, I ain't eating it. But I'm going to find out who's sending it.
And they will suffer.
Oh, yes.
Hey, honey, do you need pencils?
Tell you what?
Do you need pencils? Do you need ink pens? No, I'm serial. I'll be happy to share. These are unsharpened.
How many have you gotten so far? Have you been counting?
No, I would over 1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Easy, easy. But these pencils are nice.
You have to be careful what you say around these crazy people.
Well, then I need like $20 bills really bad from everyone.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we'll split them.
Christine wants to start reviewing wine.
What?
Does she?
You want to start reviewing wine?
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, because Phil keeps sending you stuff. So,
Yeah.
I was just
Wine and New York cheesecake.
Yeah.
Coming from a woman who never liked cheesecake, there's been 2 cheesecakes. The one from NIHAP,
Yep.
and the one that Christopher Loma Company handmade.
Mm-hmm. Those are the only 2 ever. Otherwise, I'm not a cheesecake person.
Oh, you buy a cheesecake around here, and it's the same consistency as the thing I just ate. It's like, there's like no moisture in it, and it sucks out of the moisture out of you.
Out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not good.
Okay, we got.
Thank you for the coffee, sweetie.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, this is all
You
good.
got some huge balls.
This is. Well, it's because it was for you.
Somebody in this house is loved. Probably not you.
Yeah, see? If I would have asked for more of anything, I'd got to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, make me a sandwich.
Go die.
Wade, he says, water. Where I live, we have our own fresh water. Well, and there's a creek at the back of our property. We have 3 months of our meds and food on hand. Just filled the LP tank, so 6 to 9 months for heat. Oh, good luck about here. I bet you the tank that he's talking about getting 9 months of heat out of is this month. If we had an LP tank. I'm sure he's talking about, what, one of the big 600 or 1,000 pounders? Yeah, that's like a month of heating
Here.
here.
Yeah.
Well, he's not here, he's in Mississippi. Do.
Yeah.
We have 3 months of our meds. That's awesome.
Yeah.
6 to 9 months of heat for cooking and hot water. Probably doesn't even need the heat part. I'm good for most scenarios. See, if he wasn't so far, he'd be not to mention, he's in probably one of the freest states left. I honestly can't see them. Of course, I didn't think I'd ever see the day where they tried pulling that shit in Virginia. But that's what happens when you're asleep at the fucking wheel
and you allow it
and
to.
put Democrats, Democrat governor, Democrat Senate, Democrat House. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? Why do you think it's so important that you get out and vote? If you don't like President Trump because you are deranged or whatever, but you love your guns and you love freedom, then you're going to vote for Trump because look what's happening in Virginia. Imagine that on a national scale. Democratic House, Democratic Senate. Thankfully, thanks to Trump, the courts have been stacked on our side. But it's just like, these fucking people, they want to do everything to circumvent what our founding fathers in this country was based upon. Personally, I think they're all treasonous, and treasonous people deserve to be dead. That's just my thoughts. You know, in a slow kind of eat this stuff kind of way. Wade, get some of those vacuum storage bags, put your clothes in, travel-sized toiletries in. Oh yeah, I mean, I used to have some of those storage bags,
Right.
and you could take like a week's worth of clothing
Suck
and
it out.
shrink it down to the point where you're like going, it's
Punch-Pail.
like a fucking Barbie doll collection. Personal goal. I want to see coffee shoot out your nose. I got Jim so bad. Jim got an ice cube out his nose and locked it in the road.
I heard that.
Oh, okay, I don't actually wish that because that, like, I think drew blood and hurt. But to get an ice cube, that was a full-on belly roll plus right there. Wade, I'm not going to badmouth Matt. He's special, bless his heart. I'm a big fan of quality time with my my wife. Nobody is promised tomorrow. I don't want to wreck my dinner. I'll put your meat in my mouth a little later. Stop.
Fake news.
DFC, top 50. These nuts. I got something you can bring home for Bunky. See if she wants a new bottle opener at home. Maybe this isn't her flavor. Maybe she'd like this a little bit. No?
Way too small. No, Bunky, no. What are you doing pulling me into this bullshit?
How about the Happy Butler?
I'm not like that. I'm a gentleman.
We got the opener, Trump opener.
I like that.
What?
My IQ is huge. Never forget 7-Eleven.
That's a right. It's a true right there. Good people don't go in the government. Then we got this. Just kidding. It's really fucking loud. And that's not a 44 Magnum.
Gangbangers are now, and they have been for some time, they're painting the barrels of their firearms to make it look like a kiddie toy, but it's not. So cops will go, okay, it's a toy. Bam. Not a toy. Oh, too late.
See, that's why I could never have, well, in the time when you were there, it was pretty much shoot first and
Oh yeah.
worry about it later.
Yeah.
You know, look at like what our country went through under the Obama administration. You know, you got our military getting the shit shot out of them, and they're fucking having to radio back for permission to return fire. I'd make a terrible cop these days because I don't care if it looks like it's somebody more than 3 feet tall and they're aiming anything at me, I'm gonna go home that night.
100 years ago in my training, there was a video. These were tax evader assholes from Idaho. They taught their 4-year-old kid how to shoot a cop. The kid was in the back seat of the car, had a .38, and when they trained their kid, when the officer came up to the driver's window, he was always sitting behind the driver in his little car seat, and when the officer came by, he shot. He killed the cop. 4-year-old.
See,
Classy folks.
that is the true epitome of evil.
Oh yeah.
To do something like that to your child.
Mm-hmm.
Smile Money. I hope this spring we will get some video of those 3 rifles at 300 yards. Oh, it's he's gonna pretty much guarantee that we get the rifles out.
Yep.
I mean, go in there and point to anything that has a goddamn scope on it, and it needs some TLC.
Did you ever read your range rules?
No.
You dick.
See, well, you probably heard me talk about that.
Yeah.
What happens when all the boys are here? Are we limited to how many people we can bring out?
I think you're allowed 2 per card member. So there's you, your child bride, Bunky, and myself. So that's 8, and then we'd ask special permission for the rest.
Well, for sure.
As long as they get $5 a head, I think they're
That's what I was going to say. They're getting the last weekend in April, hopefully, J-Dog, Jolson, Nyhap, Jerry, and Joey. So that's only 5 people.
We're good to go. Yeah, solid.
Smile Money. Mr. 27. Hey Google, why is there an old man on the screen instead of a hot lady with nice boobs? I don't.
My apologies. I don't understand.
Okay.
Neither do I. God damn it.
Hey Google, what's better, whiskey or big boobs?
My apologies. I don't understand.
Nyhap, the bag you keep in your car is a get-home bag. That should have what you need for, let's say, you get stuck on the road halfway to the hunting shack, and you're forced to camp in your vehicle. Fire, water, heat, food, clothing, condoms, boots, shovel, etc. I may have added one thing.
Oh, excuse me.
Stop sticking your meat in my ass! Mr. 27, I like going full cowbell with headphones at 3 in the a.m. Okay, well, you may have gotten that.
You're welcome.
Hey, Google, does whiskey ever go bad? Mr. 27.
On the website whiskey.com, they say, whiskey is stored upright. In contrast to wine, however, whiskey in unopened bottles doesn't become better during storage. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Thanks to these assholes, I can only imagine.
Don't worry about it. It's never going to happen down here.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
You have a lot of guests that like alcohol.
Oh yeah, because
You're a victim.
I hate this stuff.
Yeah, I know you do.
I think that's some cool stuff. Just kidding.
Why?
Well,
Why?
because I still have to be functional at dinner. I was thinking about maybe a beer later. up there.
Oh, so you're saving her up.
Yeah, or maybe a Bloody Mary. Ooh, Bloody Mary. The Prairie Mary's good, but I'm thinking just a traditional Bloody Mary this evening. That would make me. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to. You're gonna have to go in first to see if your girlfriend is working.
She's cute, isn't she? She's the sweetest thing.
You
I really like her.
Actually, most of the people that work there are pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
I like her, and I like Jason because when I ask for a Prairie Mary, it doesn't show up with a fucking herring stuck out of it. Ish. I can't. Yeah. Okay, Sharky. Wouldn't surprise me at all if the Mosin needs some modding and bedding in the new stock. Also, check if the barrel is still free floated. A bit of stock touching can throw it off at the range. No, you're absolutely right. One of those Erica 2-year-old things, I was all excited when the Boyd stock showed up. I want to say, and I'll have to double check it, that I took the old dollar bill and ran it all the way up to the chamber, but I did notice that it favors one side of that chassis. It's not, only when you slide a dollar bill do you really realize it. Sharky, son of a bitch, is dug in like an Alabama tick. Gotta love Jesse Ventura. Were you still here when he was
No.
You were gone.
I couldn't believe you stupid fucks put him in office.
Hey, he was better than the fucking dumbass we've had for, say, the last 6 years. I mean,
look at the fucking clowns who's been in this state. First, you had a washed-up comedian that was never funny.
Oh.
He was a senator, right?
Oh, yeah. Al, the fucking douchebag Franken.
Piece of shit. He lost the election, he sued, and suddenly, during his lawsuit, they found a car, and they opened the trunk, and there were uncounted ballots.
All in his favor.
Well, just so happened.
And it actually brought that precinct, turned out that 120% of everybody living in that precinct voted for Al Franken.
Yeah.
The average turnout was like 16%
Yeah.
during that election, but 120% of everybody living in that precinct voted for Al Franken, and he won.
But this was before you guys voted a shithead in that wears a pink boa with tights. You fucking people deserved what you got.
But
so now I live here, and I have to put up with your decisions, your choices. I'm going to right those
You're being
wrongs.
rude. You're fake. You're
I
fake
agree.
news.
I
You're
agree.
fake news.
I'm telling the
Being
truth.
rude.
I'm
You're
being
fake
rude.
news.
Tell the truth. Don't tell the truth.
you
It's rude.
said your. I
Hi.
actually never voted for Jesse, and I will never vote for anybody with a D
See, it's up. Hey.
next to their name.
Hey.
Next to their name.
Oh.
Not name D.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking it was your responsibility to destroy those people while they were, you failed me.
Okay, we're like in the home stretch, and it's already been too long, and holy fuck.
What?
Like we started this yesterday. Gunwild, this tag that Wade started reminds me of the time a few years back when videos got bug-out bags were a big deal in the community during the Obama administration. I'm not saying it was because Obama was in office. It was just time when those videos were popular.
Okay.
Got some in my eye.
Yeah.
Gunwild again. Why do you say the audio version of David's book is a sore subject? Is there trouble in paradise?
Yes, there is.
Well, now, after what you told me today, there's multiple.
Well, no, that's just for the hearing impaired, for the handicapped people through the state.
Well,
It's totally different.
If they're going to put your book to audio, even
Right.
for small groups
Right.
like that, Why would they not have just one person do start to finish?
I don't know.
I mean, like 1 minute when someone's actually
Okay,
somewhat pulling it off, and the next minute like a Mexican is doing it.
My thoughts are this. It was during the initial holiday season, Thanksgiving through Christmas. Maybe somebody had the cough and cold, flu season, maybe this, maybe that.
What, maybe 17 people died and they had to keep finding replacements? This is weird. In the middle of recording David's second book, Jim, Tony, Anthony, Michelle, some dude from England, they all died and we had to find replacements.
There were 11 different male voices, 11. Yeah, and some of them didn't flatter me or my writing at all. But
I'm sorry, the only one that can really pull it off is you.
ta-da. Well, that was my plan with my first book, but that's gone to the wayside for a bit of time. I've got a plan. I have to get some cooperation, but I have a plan.
Well, it physically exists, so could it not be edited by somebody else?
Yeah.
I mean, do I gotta get Newton? I have to go over there? No.
You just wait in the car. I'll be right back.
David, you just...
I don't want any witnesses.
Just sit here, smoke your cigarette without your filter. We'll be right back. Your book will be done on Wednesday. Throw Cobra Burnout here at home now. Salty Shellback, tweet, and naked. Jolson, I shot the 45 long Colt out of the Bond arms, but those 410 buckshots get your attention. He just mocks me. He's got two things that were offered up by somebody very special, and but to be totally honest, if I even won a mini lottery, one of the very first things I'd buy right now would be the Bond Arms 10mm. It just sounds like fun. Jolson, I'll make sure to bring the 500, enough ammo for everyone to shoot a cylinder. Ever wanted to shoot a 500?
Sure.
If they want. Also, I'm going to bring the Bond arms. The felt recoil on that gives the 500 a run for its money with the right ammo. Yeah, well,
I don't care to break a wrist or anything like that.
Well, if Jolson's he offered, and I should have taken him up on it, 700 grain projectiles in the 500. It looks like a goddamn lipstick.
Yeah, well, you're bordering danger there because there's.
Jolson with the last comment. That's not cowbell. That's a Tinkerbell. You know, like the kind you put in your collar. I mean, your cat's collar. Wish it was in my ass. Standing in as Two-Hearted Ale is more of this. Oh God. German Ninja Two-Hearted Ed Club time. Joey, hey baby, I Heart Club. Nihap saying whiskey. Scotch whiskey. I suppose before we run out and we go away.
What is that stuff, by the way? Or is that... Do you have to make notes?
Yeah, I do have to make notes, but I need to... Okay, so number 25 is definitely it's definitely an Isla Scotch. So it's kind of in the same neck of the woods as this. And right now, I'm giving that a 10, and that's my. I should tell them I'm giving it a 10. It's honestly it's the first thing of all the stuff that Nihap has sent me that I've rated that highly, but I really like that. But I'm also a Scotch fan. Oh no, that's 26. Sorry, my bad. Better change that. He's gonna be as confused as me.
No one can be
There's
as
alcohol
confused
involved.
as you.
Okay. Oh. No idea. Very. It's I really like the flavors on this. It's definitely peppery, smoky, and peaty.
Who the fuck eats Pete?
And I gave it a 10. Pete?
Pete's wife, but besides that.
Basically, it's what would that
It's a
be?
peaty smell. It's like
You take peat and
peat moss.
and basically dry it over a fire, and then they use it in the
That's what's wrong with our culture today. Nobody knows how to drink whiskey.
oh god, everything's always looks like a secret code. I gotta look it up to even find out what the hell this is. You want to try it?
No, I want to be home before summer.
Oh, I see. There's different levels of this. Oh.
So when are we coming out with the next weapon? The next.
Who's coming out with it?
When are you going to come out? You know what? You have to give this whole thing a name. You have to give Locked and Loaded and your brew reviews one name, so we can. Come on.
What do you mean coming out with a new weapon?
When are you coming out with a new fundraiser?
We did.
When? Where? What?
Well, I'm waiting on some parts. It's
Well, so then you didn't.
Secret Squirrel Part 2. Secret Squirrel 2. You want to see it?
I want to see it.
You want to hold it?
I want to touch it.
Oh, holy shit my way.
Huh. And is this something that you... Because you haven't been talking about it.
Well, it's been mentioned multiple times, but I'm missing the completion.
Holy.
So, you know, obviously we're missing a few things,
Yeah.
but ooh, God,
I heard that.
you wanna like try to not jizz when you pull that trigger?
Whose is this? Who makes it?
The upper and the lower are from DRG Manufacturing.
Okay.
That's from Dead On.
Yeah.
The Huber Break. Wilson Combat 10.5-inch barrel, and it is chambered in 300 blackout. And I'm trying to get a Maxim Defense brace. They fold to 4 inches, so the whole thing would be done by right here.
Okay.
It has the rails that you would see right
Okay.
here.
Yeah. So, when are you going to start the funding part of it?
Oh, it's technically it's already going. You can go say Secret Squirrel and put your $10 in already.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that. Because you guys are like so fucking secretive. I love this. I love those guys up there too. Dead On is pretty cool fuckers.
I see I'm also still missing a bolt release.
Yeah.
It has a 45-degree safety selector, so it doesn't flip all the way. I put that on one side, and it's got a dog bone on the ambi side.
Not doing anything now. What's
What?
up with that? You're not ready yet. I would like to get a Huber brake for my one of my 9 carbines, but I want to get the finish redone on my 45 first.
What do you want done?
Your raindrops the same as yours.
Oh, so you're going to talk to Jay?
I want to be just like you. I've talked to Jay, and Jay's going to hook me up as soon as I can afford it. And he's not asking. He's not asking for a lot of money either. It's pretty reasonable. I'm poor. I'm just a broke joker author guy that needs pens.
Yeah, but look at these. Look at the reset on these triggers.
Oh my, that's sweet.
So right now I need a bolt release, and I need something back here. I want it to be as short. I want it to be a high-end stabilizer. Now Scotsman and Pete Scalise, I also have contacted Maxim Defense. So this would be the 3rd time. I think it's really fucking disgusting that a Minnesota-based manufacturer won't even send you an email saying sorry, we're not interested. They had no response to Peter. They had no response to the Crazy Scotsman, and as of right now, they've had no response to me.
What?
I also did the drill and tapped.
I see that.
Do the capture on that pin.
What if we were to just take that up to dead on and say, what would it take to complete this? Or would we be stepping out of the realm of brotherhood?
He kind of.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He kind of seemed like. I mean, I bet you he has almost $200 into these.
Oh, sure.
I mean, he doesn't make them himself.
Right.
They're actually made by Unique, one of the biggest custom. See, I've been toying with putting the 9-inch on my AR pistol, but my AR pistol has been so unique, and it's been like that. John gave me this, and as you can see, that was the sheen level.
Yeah.
And I've been slowly bringing it up a little, and I also polished out the barrel.
That's pretty.
It has an adjustable gas block, and if the Maxim Defense stuff comes through, we will not be using this bolt carrier. The Maxim Defense is all proprietary. It's a little tiny bolt carrier because it uses. The reason the thing is,
It's not a gas.
it's almost $600.
It's not a blowback.
No, well, it's functioning the same as it normally would, but it's all shrunk up so that it all fits into a package. I mean, you look at how much this has to cycle, and that whole brace is smaller than this.
But can you contain that explosion then?
Oh yeah, that's probably. I mean, they've done the research, and it's probably why it's just this part, well, group of parts. It's a bolt carrier, spring, and the brace for over $500.
Whoa!
So this is going to be a very expensive gun when it's all done. But 3D billet receiver set, just this Folds of Honor. Every one of these sales of these trigger go to help veterans.
Oh,
so
okay.
Justin would definitely approve. Right now it just looks like a stormtrooper gun.
It does.
So, but yeah, no, you can go to Justin's our link on our videos right now and put money down on it. It's going. I just
Haven't been promoting.
Well, you know, I've been
Busy.
holding out
You've been
for.
eating all this fucking shit.
Yeah, you know, when you're eating squid, it takes time. Okay, so the answer to what is Flask number 26, it's Octomore. NIHOP, I'm sure, will be happy to correct me. And it's like a $175 bottle. This is their 9.3 edition. I hate it when I like stuff that's really, really expensive. Thank you, NIHOP. Joey, well, since you have nothing better to do than read my comment, why don't you tell people to go check out my new video on my Rush 24 bag from 511 Tactical. And then Joey puts a link. No, Joey, I'm sorry, I can't promote that. Just like in the court system, please ignore everything I just said that fucking Joey told me to read. Because Joey did not send 1995 to me first so that I would read his shit. Jolson, the Two-Hearted Ale Club needs more cowbell. J-Dog, Heart Club.
Love you, Jolson.
Smile Money, whiskey or beer? What was on the menu tonight? Japanese food. Gunwild, it's hump day. Cheers, bitches. Gunwild. Real Cool Burnout, cheers Two-Hearted Ed Clubbers. Oh, I'm here at work. What? You're here at work? Okay, I'm going to hit the button one time, then we're getting out of here. Cobra Burnout again. I'm looking for Stalker Steve. He owes me candy. He owes it. And get in the van. The van that actually says candy on the
He's
side of
already
it.
been in the van. That's why he wants his candy.
Okay, well, it's already after 6 o'clock. And
oh my gosh.
we're going out for dinner.
Yes, we are.
So, NIHAP. I really don't want to rifle through this anymore, but this is exceptionally awesome. So, cheers, David. So, you need $20 bills and gel pens.
Love and kisses.
Okay.
Yes.
And, okay, let's go.
Black ink only.
Black ink, gel pens, and $20 bills.
Yeah.
And thanks a lot for the snack bar, David Brown. Oh, and sticking your meat in my ass.